Well, firstly, this is the Memorado test, it seems, and of course this video is for Cindy to show her how simple this is. Start now. Which word does not fit? These have to do with your senses, your sense of hearing, your sense of seeing, sight, and your sense of smelling. Smiling is not a sense. Which word does not fit? Painting, poem, flower, song. Painting is a form of art. A poem is a form of art. A song is a form of art. A flower, it's just a pretty thing that grows in your garden. Some people may consider it an art, but it's not really an art. You wouldn't learn it at a school, for example, or anything. It's more of a skill or a hobby. What day was yesterday if Monday's in 2 days? So because it's yesterday, Monday's in 3 days from the answer, because yesterday's one extra day. So count 3 days back from Monday. Monday, Sunday, Saturday, and Friday. So the answer has to be Friday. Coffee is the cup. What is cake to? Coffee goes in the cup. A cake does not go on your napkin or on your fork. It goes on a plate. Finger is to hand. What leaf is to? Your finger is directly attached to your hand. Leaves grow on a tree, but trees have branches, and the branches have twigs. The twigs have leaves. So, answer is twig. What is half of a quarter of 400? 400, a quarter of 400 would be 400 divided by 4, which equals 100. What's half of 100? Say you have $1, you want to split in half, 50 cents. You could also times the 4 by the 2, because half is the same as timesing by 0.5 or dividing by 2. So you could have times 4 by 2 to get 8, and then 400 divided by 8. But anyways, if you turn the left glove inside out, will it fit your right hand? For this one, I felt it'd be best to show an actual diagram. So here are two little hands. Let's say you're going to wear a glove on this hand, and let's make it go inside out. Hey, these two look pretty similar. Hey, I think it might work. You could also do the same if you rotated it. And of course this is Photoshop CS5 I'm using. But even if these little hands were rotated or whatever, I'm doing very bad rotating here, but let's shrink that a bit. So, even if you do a little free transform to kind of flip it quickly, once again, the hand matches, the hand fits the glove. So, it is evident that that is true. Which shape completes the pattern? Each thing kind of rotates on a 45-degree angle. So, for an example, I could even do a little drawing of something like that. Do like a little quick sketch to show you. Each time it moves on a little 45-degree angle. Where's the little circle tool? So, let's do a little polygon. Is there a circle? Oh, there's ellipse. I don't know. Let's do a little ellipse, and we'll put some black lines in it to kind of look like the other. So, boom, boom, boom. Apparently, I don't know how to use this tool. Oh, now it's working. No idea what was broken before, but let's go to that little shape. Let's go to that little shape. Here, and then let's merge visible. So now we have a little layer. Let's delete the other garbage. There's no need for it. So every single time in this little drawing, your shape is moved 45 degrees. So if it was like this, this is where I take it. 45 degrees. Boom. That's the shape we're on. It seems to go from left to right and from top down. So it goes rotated clockwise 45 degrees to here and to here. Then these two go rotated 45 degree clockwise to get those three results. Same, these three all do the same thing to get these two. If you actually look, you can almost see like a line. This is the same if you drew a line here. If you drew a line through these, they would be the same. Drew a line through these, they would be the same. Same with these. This would be the same. This would actually be the opposite, because if you go diagonal, this face is right, this face is down, so this would face left. If you went again for the next one, it'd be facing up. So there's a few ways to look at it. But let's say we have this 45. So you add another 45, you get 90. It's literally just that. There's no reason you would have the one on the left. So, which shape completes the pattern? Well, this one might have been the one I struggled the most with, because I was looking for the pattern going in order, but what it seems to be is the left column plus the right column equals the middle column. Square plus crosshair equals 4 mini squares, and I guess one big square around it. This little star sun shape inside a box plus a circle with a little crosshair in it equals that. So the little sun shape in the circle would not have a crosshair in it because this isn't a crosshair, it's the sun thing. So that's it. Shapes. This has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3. 6 sides and 6 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Same with this one, same with this one. This one only has 5, so this one clearly is it. This one, they're all cut in 1/3 and 2/3 on the other side, it seems. Or roughly that. The triangle might be a bit off. This is cut directly 50-50, so that's clearly the wrong one. This one would be another one that would be pretty simple, just to show you a little picture. They're somewhat 7 shaped, so I could use that as an example. And they're rotating. So if I finish up with this and create a quick new layer in Photoshop, delete the little shape and make a 7 in text, I could show you what I mean. 7. Make it a little bit bigger so it can actually be seen. Let's try like 60, no, 90, no, 300, no, 150. Yeah, 150 is good. So here's my fancy little 7. I'll put in this position first. So I'm going to go rotate it, because a lot of these seem to have to do with rotating. Boom, got that shape. Now let's try to get this first one. It's boom, you got it again. Let's get the next one, the third one. Boom, got it. Let's go for the last one. Huh, look at that. It's mirrored. In my head, I kind of rotated the first one around to see which shapes it could get. And it's clearly a J instead of a 7. So to actually do that, you need to mirror it, like I did with some of the other drawings, just to make it go in that way. Now we have it. It's kind of like a check mark or a J type shape. So clearly this one doesn't fit. This, I don't really think this one needs any help, because this shows little top borders, so that wouldn't make any sense. This clearly is just a straight line. It's not going to curve here, and this is the only one with a straight line there. Then this one would have a little solid line here, straight line here, and straight line here, so this is the only one that fits any of the requirements. Complete the series. This I'll put in a little text pad editor. 1, 2, 4, 7, blah blah blah. So in math we learned about first and second differences. It's a similar idea. So let's go in between. What does it take to get from 1 to 2? It takes a 1. What's it take to get from 2 to 4? It takes a 2. What's it take to get from 4 to 3? It takes a 3. What's it take to get from 7 to 11? It takes a 4. Same with this. Same with this. 4, 5, 6. So next has to be a 7, not a 6. So all it basically does is 1 plus 1 is 2. Add 1 to the bottom. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 plus 5 is 16. 16 plus 6 is 22. 22 plus 7 is 29. 29. The next series. Sorry that's a little small. Just prefer to do math with small numbers, because formulas can sometimes get a little long. So 3 minus 6. So if you try the same pattern, 3, 4, 10. Clearly this doesn't work. So what else is there? How do you get from 3 to a 6? Well, you could times by 2, so you could say times by 2, but then you'd get 12 instead of 10. That's not right. So, the rule does work here, however. So times by 2. So let's see what else there is. Here's the little thing that I noticed. If you do this one, times by 2 once again. Or this one, times by 2 once again. So, this formula actually has 2 patterns in it. It has, if you split them up like this, you just times each one by 2, every set of 2. But, what about the numbers that rule does not work on? 24 being one number, and 10 being the other. Well, you just add 4. So the first two numbers you just times by 2. You times your first number by 2 to get your second number. You add 4 to get your third number. So you could also put them in sets of 3, which would be more proper. But for this explanation, it's an even number in a set of 2. So it seems easy enough that you could either put it in columns of 2 or columns of 3. Either way, you're just timesing it by 2. You're not adding 4. There's no reason you'd even add 16 or whatever here. It's 48 for every reason. Complete this series. This series, let's see what that is. This one has a few ways to look at it, but I would say by far the easiest, and the one I'll explain to you guys, is columns of 2. Once again, 8, 9, 10, 11, 6, 5, 4, 3. Left side goes up, right side goes down. Easiest way to show it. There are a few other ways you can look at it, like this goes up by 4, then down by 3, then up by this goes down by 2, then up by 3, then down by 4, then up by 5, then down by 6, then up by 7. So basically each number goes up, and you switch between addition and subtraction. So let's see if I can make a quick little diagram of what this one looks like. I really didn't even need to put a little minus sign at the end there, but basically saying the difference between these two numbers is 2, difference is 3, so it does actually have a bit of a pattern here. Once again, the difference is just like one of the previous questions had, the difference between all these numbers. So here, if we look at this, 8 minus 2 equals 6. 6 plus 3 equals 9. 9 minus 4 equals 5. 5 plus 5 equals 10. 10 minus 6 equals 4. 7 plus 4 equals 11. And 11 minus 8 equals 3. It has to be a 3 for every which way. Some bracelets are made of valuable jewelry. So let's make a little diagram here. I'm going to make little bracelets that are jewelry. And what should I do? All are gold. So all of the bracelets are gold. Some are jewelry. So these will be my little gold. Should make it yellow or something. A little goldy color. Something, hopefully a little prettier than that. Something like that, maybe. Here's my little goldy color. There's my fancy S-shaped, rotated bracelet. Maybe I should make an O then. There's my bracelet. It's made of gold because second things, all of them are gold. Some of them are valuable, so let's put a bunch of them together. Let's say that the middle one's not really that valuable. I'll just put a little purple circle around it so you know not all the gold ones are valuable. Whoops, I made actually a new one. I meant to make a new layer. There. See? This one right here, I'll do a little dot circle. This one's not valuable. The rest are because they're like high carat gold. That one's not. So which is true? Some are silver? Well, it's definitely not true because all are gold. Some valuable ones? Yeah, not all of them are valuable. All of them are gold, but they say some aren't valuable. They only say that they are valuable. So that's clearly the answer. Some politicians are lazy. So let's make a new text layer and remove the old one, I guess. Let's make a new layer here. So let's make my little politicians. I have an idea. I'll look up. Let's put Barack Obama up there because apparently people hate him now. So this one, yeah, this one looks laziest. So let's just copy this into Photoshop so I can explain it in here. Why did that go again? Copy image. Okay, it doesn't want to bring Obama into Photoshop. I can understand Photoshop, but I need to show people this. They need to see this. Come on. Show the people the Obama. We need to show them the truth behind the Obama administration. So, Copy image. Paste image. Okay, I'm not even going to bother with that photo. I have no idea why it's not working, but I guess I'll just explain it with a little diagram. So, I'll use the gold once again and be like, this little mesh of my things. These can be the politicians. Let's go back to the little quiz. So, there can be the lazy ones. I'll put them in a little bubble. These will be the heads of the politicians that are nice and energetic. There should be more lazy then. Yeah, lots of lazy politicians. So here it says, no lazy ones wealthy. So the ones in the purple, they're broke. None of them are wealthy. Which is true. Some are not wealthy. Yeah, these ones aren't wealthy. Or some are wealthy. They never, in this example, they never said these guys are wealthy. They might not even exist. It could just be the non-wealthy ones. It could look like this. They never say anything about it, so all we know is that some are not wealthy. So then here we go. I'm in the 1% of people, which I'm not so sure 134 is in the top 1%. It's in the top 2 percentile, but that's based on Mensa statistics, and my IQ is actually higher than this, as many people's are. Every answer I answered here was correctly. A proper IQ test actually is timed, and you can get much higher numbers. It's much harder. This is not really true. If you actually look at little videos or any discussions on this, everyone says 134 is the highest. No one's beat it. They've even caught friends in line claiming it's 138, I read someone saying. And no, 134 is the best this site will give you. This site is really quite a lie. It's incredibly easy. The stuff's easy. They give you half of it even if you get it wrong. And it practically puts everyone in the top 3% at least. So, you know that's kind of not true.